Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
Subject: Mill's financial irresponsibility and dear husband's constant defense is making me resentful. Am I the problem here? Long-time lurker, first-time poster on a burner account. I need some perspective because I'm starting to feel like I'm going crazy. My husband, Owen, 32 years old male, and I, Emily, 30 years old female, have been together for 5 years. His mother, Sabrina, in her 60s, female, has always been a source of stress. She's never been financially stable, despite working a decent job for many years. Owen has bailaid her out countless times, paid for overdue bills, helped with rent deposits. A few years ago, she sold her old apartment and we thought she'd be set, but within months, she'd bought an expensive new car and a whole set of luxury kitchen appliances she barely uses. She didn't even fully repay Owen for a loan he gave her for a previous deposit, claiming she forgot about it once she had the lump sum. There's never any apology or even a thank you for any of Owen's help, just an expectation. Beyond the money, Sabrina has a knack for boundary-stomping. She used to drop by our place unannounced multiple times a week, expecting us to drop everything and host her. It took Owen ages to understand why I found this disrespectful, initially accusing me of being jealous of his family. We eventually established a call before you come rule, which she mostly ignores, just showing up and ringing the doorbell repeatedly. Now to the recent issue. Owen's sister, Geraldine, recently got a high-energy dog, Ruddy. Geraldine works long hours, so Sabrina often helps by having Ruddy at her place during the day. But inevitably, Sabrina finds reasons why she can't handle him for a full week, and Ruddy ends up staying with us. Owen and I both work, but I'm the primary caregiver for Ruddy when he's at our place. I do the morning walks, feeding, and training because Owen has a longer commute and often works late. Ruddy is a sweet dog, but his routine adds a good 45 minutes to my already packed mornings. Owen has a work trip this week, leaving Monday and coming back late Wednesday. Ruddy has been at Sabrina's place since Friday. Owen initially said I'd pick Ruddy up on Tuesday evening. I looked at my schedule. Tuesday morning I have an important early meeting, followed by my regular demanding job, and then a 45-minute commute home. Knowing Ruddy's extensive morning routine, I asked Owen if it would be okay if I picked Ruddy up on Wednesday evening instead. That way, Owen would be home to help with the Wednesday morning routine before his evening return, splitting the burden, and I could get that crucial extra sleep on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. It seemed like a reasonable request for a one-day adjustment to lighten my load. Owen's immediate response: "Why is it such a big deal for one day, Emily? Mom is already doing so much for Geraldine, and now you want to make her keep Ruddy even longer." He jumped straight to Sabrina's defense, accusing me of always making a fuss when his mother is involved. He says I make a face every time Sabrina calls. She calls him 3 to 4 times a day, mostly to complain or ask for favors. And yes, sometimes I can't hide my exasperation. He claims I have a fundamental problem with his mother. I feel so dismissed. It's not about Sabrina specifically, it's about my schedule and my burden, which she often contributes to by offloading responsibility. And yes, it is also about the deep resentment I feel for her financial irresponsibility. We've had so many conversations about how Sabrina spends her money, like that brand new, expensive designer handbag she just bought, or the lavish trips she takes with her friends, while simultaneously telling Owen she won't have enough for retirement and implicitly expecting him to step in. Owen swore he wouldn't let her financial issues jeopardize our future or any future kids, but then he turns around and says I shouldn't stress her out by suggesting she be more frugal. So I asked him, exasperated, "So you'd rather stress me out then?" He just sighed and said I was being dramatic. Am I the just no here? Am I wrong to be upset that he went straight to his mother's defense about a simple dog pickup schedule change, and that I'm worried about her financial choices affecting us? I feel like I'm constantly fighting for my feelings to be validated against the ghost of his mother's needs. The community offered support to Emily, universally emphasizing that her feelings are valid, and Owen is enabling his mother's behavior. Many advised firm boundaries with both Sabrina and Owen, suggesting couples counseling to help Owen understand the impact of his defensiveness and prioritize his wife and their shared future over his mother's constant demands and financial irresponsibility. User boundaries are key, said. Not the a-hole at all. Owen is prioritizing his mother's comfort over his wife's well-being. This isn't about Sabrina. It's about Owen invalidating your very real stress and throwing you under the bus. You need to sit him down for a serious conversation about future boundaries and perhaps look into couples therapy. He's letting his mother's financial irresponsibility become your future financial burden. User been there, done that, said. Oh my goodness, I could have written this post. My mill was the exact same way with money, and my husband always defended her until I finally drew a line in the sand. You are not being dramatic. That rather stressed me out then. Question is perfectly valid. Owen needs to understand that his loyalty lies with you and your future, not with cushioning his mother from the consequences of her own choices. Don't let her drag you both down. User just asking said, while I understand your frustration, have you ever considered if Sabrina enjoys having Ruddy and simply agrees out of love for Geraldine, not necessarily trying to offload? Also, regarding the finances, while it's worrying, you mentioned she's in her 60s. Isn't it also Owen's role as her son to ensure she's cared for in her old age, regardless of her past spending?
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.